what to do. Welcome, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
It is also
Also,
our 1 year anniversary of being on the Isle of Roux.
isn't it?
We've done it 52, look.
What?
52 weeks in a row.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. And
Sometimes, like, it's so weird seeing you there and you here and then you point. And I just generally don't like when you point at all, but like.
And then it's like making sense. Like, oh. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather
Apocalypse.
against us is the ancestral territory of the Siksika, Sitapi, the Siksika, the Gaina, the Bikani, and the Amskapi Bikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sutena, the Itkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstoney. We commit to advancing reconciliation guided by truths, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, play, and make art on these lands, and who now call this place home.
Nice.
Also, a big congratulations goes out to Teresa and Mitchell.
We got married today.
They got married today.
This is a big day for us.
It's a big day.
Pretty busy day. What do I have here?
What is that, Artu? Is that periwinkle blue?
Not on screen. No. It is a shortwave radio. Let me get that antenna out. This antenna is going to connect with one of my other broadcasting tools, and then we're going to fry. Okay.
Or we're gonna connect to
I got this weird piece of plastic with my shortwave radio. I'll turn the volume down a bit. And I was like, what the hell is that there? And then I realized, why this is there is because the screen is kind of touchy. But imagine realizing you have a touchy screen.
And
then sending out little plastic pokers to, it's strange, right? Okay, so the band is shortwave. And then I want to go scan. Or I can go back mode and bandwidth 6. And then frequency, what did we say, 600 to start?
6.000 megahertz.
And then you just slowly toggle up. And it's like playing bingo or gambling for jazz.
We call this gambling for jazz. This morning, when did you wake up? Because I heard you go out, and then I was like, I heard the fuzz, and I was like, he's gambling for jazz.
Gambling for jazz.
And then you came back to bed.
They say around 7 or 8 at night, or 7 or 8 in the morning. Ooh. So if Ooh. So that would be an indication that the
Oh, you hit like 2004. You're time traveling.
They say
the pop music disperses at a certain time, and then the international.
Well, the pop music's probably local.
Yeah.
And so, your radio will tune into a wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
So, imagine, imagine you pointed a hose at somebody and zapped them in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's your regular radio station, right?
Right.
Shortwave is more like there's a spray covering the whole yard, and there's spots where there's a bit of a flow that you can tap into.
Oh,
right?
That's a really good image.
Yeah.
Imagery. And we're learning that shifts because the Earth's magnetic field.
It's not like you're reaching a radio frequency.
Yeah.
You're finding where that old radio frequency is sort of Maybe we have a viewer that knows what they're doing, because clearly I don't. Anyhow.
No, but what we were learning was it's really cool that there's flows around the world, and so it's not like you find like on our local you find like 107.3 or whatever. That's always the case. But when you're on this,
there's kind of a cadence to the North American radio hosts, especially like in Canada. It's like a guy and a dude, and they're like bantering back and forth, pretending it's funny, but you can tell it's not. They're laughing really hard at each other's jokes.
funny, but you can tell it's not.
Yeah, you can't hear what they're saying, but I can tell they're not being funny. I can hear that it's not authentic. Can you imagine if somebody was like, "Why are they doing this?"
Why would anyone want to be so negative?
Is the comments on?
Yeah.
I guess all of our friends are busy tonight.
Well, you have a big wedding party in your family that people are busy at tonight, and
Okay, there's also this, which I found really interesting. Did you say that it's night or mostly night? So when I get good at this, we're going to listen to like Detroit radio.
oh yeah. Happy New Year, Scott!
Scott, do you know how to do this?
That is so nice.
I know what Zed also is.
Awesome.
Control. And mostly night? No, mostly night. Oh. When I get like what I want is Cuban radio. Literally hours I've been doing this for. But like one day I'll get one.
And that will be amazing.
I also think this is probably really important. But
I'm not leaving, I'm just getting paper. Your paper's okay.
when I probably need a better antenna. That's my theory. And you're right, it is periwinkle.
Like, what a beautiful treat.
I think of all the weird stuff we've ever ordered, this holds the record for taking the longest, but then it also might be that book that I just bought. All right, I will definitely make a movie when I finally get through to the radio rehab. What else have I got planned for you tonight? Well, funny you should ask, Rich. We were going to do some developing for you. Not that that's not weird. Weird enough. You know what? I had some. Can you pass me those two books?
One book?
Yeah. Well, I meant the book in the glass.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's our mic doing? Should that have a light on it?
What do you mean?
No,
it's working. Well, I checked this audio before.
If there's somebody with
Look,
us, perhaps,
I'll show you.
yeah.
Audio.
Somebody let me know how that audio sounds tonight. We're using a different mic. It was a gift. Okay, so this is what I'm going to show you. Ta-da! This, after,
Can I leave the glass on the table for
I
now?
want the glass, yeah.
Oh.
Very soon, I want the glass. Okay, so you and I started taking photos, then we started printing our negatives, developing our negatives, and we have in the mail coming.
Sound groovy.
Thanks.
That is so nice.
In the mail, we have.
Thanks, Andy.
This is the same image.
Scott says it has a small amount of reverb, but not bad though. That's good. I like a little reverb.
Scott, you got to come over and help me with my shortwave radio. So this is a 100% analog photo image that I created with a camera, my own negative, and cyanotype. So cyanotype is basically iron.
Oh, that worked really good.
And
Yeah.
it uses light to literally fuse.
It's so exciting that we use it with metals. Like
Yeah,
silver is the negatives.
It's
and
as though you're
iron-
welding.
Oh,
Yeah.
Iron is the cyanotype.
So I'll show you what I got here. This is a book, which I also waited a long time for. Take this up. Okay. And I prepared this paper myself, by my own self. It's got cyanotype on it, but I don't want to let the light see it too much because I'm going to. The cyanotype looks green to start. I took this paper and I painted it green. And this is my negative. Jesse took this. So you paint it green, and what's going to happen is it's got iron in it. I think for some reason I thought it had something to do with copper or something, but it's got like an extra electron, which I'm only pretending to understand. And when the sunlight hits it, it like loosens up an electron, and it literally fuses the iron to the paper. So you're having like it's like you're welding it. You're welding an image onto the paper. So this is pretty bright. It's not going to start changing yet. I'll put that there. Okay. I'll just put this piece of glass on it so some heat protection, keep it flat. So this is a piece of paper with I treated it with cyanotype. Jess, while you're up, can you grab those bottles?
The bottles of cyanotype?
Yeah. So I was out in the woods foraging for my own iron. I was simply, now this is a black light. I don't know what this is going to do with the camera, but I'm going to try it. Good-cha! Okay, put the black light down. So the iron
So you mix
cyanotype,
2-part mix of potassium ferrocyanide
yeah,
and ferric ammonium citrate.
right. So maybe not even. So these come in a powdered form in this black container, which we can use for developing later. Remember we need black containers?
Oh yeah.
And part A and part B. And so what happens is you have to put water in them. So you mix the water in, you shake them up. And then you have these two parts. When you put them together, then you've activated them. So right now, these will last on the shelf for like a year. It'll be fine. And then you paint the fluid onto, like you can put it on a t-shirt or you can put it on a
And it should be in the dark when you're doing.
yeah. I just put the black light on.
I didn't time it.
That's okay.
It's 7:13.
Hey Siri, give me a timer for 2.5 minutes. So I've tried this a bunch of different ways indoors in the winter, and right now the black light seems to work the best. So what I have is I have this black light shining really bright UV light onto my cyanotype paper, and then it's going to shine right through the it's going to shine right through the clear part of the negative, and it'll burn where the negative is clear. And the negative is clear essentially where this is backwards, wherever it's dark. So I'm going to get the inversion of the negative. The negatives, everything's flipped backwards, and this will flip it back out frontwards. And I have kind of a complicated process in mind where when our enlarger comes, I'm going to take the existing film we have out of the camera. I'm exposing that film to other film so I can reverse it and make it bigger. And then the other film, I'm going to do a direct contact like this light, and I'm gonna create copies of my photos in cyanotype. Make millions of them.
Oh, another thing that happened this week was we met Henry.
I have a video of him. No, I don't have a photo of Henry.
In photo.
And my photo.
I actually have some video.
Oh, you have? Yeah, you do.
Because
We're gonna make a puppet movie for Henry because
Yeah.
he was super interesting. We went to. Jess was super excited to get her sewing machine fixed, and she waited all week for Monday to come around so that she could get her sewing machine fixed. And then we drove down to the place where they thought maybe on the front of their door would be a good place to tell us that they're not going to be open for a week. And like you and I had a policy when we ran the gallery of never doing that. So this is Henry, not on Center Street or whatever street that other place is.
Yeah, sorry.
And he was perfectly available. So he came in.
He was awesome. He was like, I
Jesse's
can come to your house tomorrow.
sewing machine.
And it didn't need fixing. I needed to learn how to take care of it, I guess. And he came and he oiled it up.
He oiled it up.
and-
I think the oiling part was really the big.
Oh, that was
There's
the
your
pivotal,
machine.
yeah. Those were beautiful photos.
Wouldn't they turn out to be nice photos? We also finally got light meters. I will tell you that whole story later if you stick around.
Later.
Yeah. All right, the pressure's on because I don't know if this is going to work, especially since we're online. And generally, I find things go terribly wrong for me when I'm doing things that I need to work with. So this was a negative Felix with his roaring mask on. These are the sunflowers from outside of
Community
Natural Foods. And currently, all right, what I'll do is I'll pull this aside and I'll have a look. Did I turn it off?
It's looking good.
I don't know if I have that light on. It turns a certain kind of like a dirt gray when it's ready to go.
So yeah, we're gonna say
This is some like serious real time broadcasting where I'm like sitting here
if you
waiting for
have
my light to affect
a
the
sewing
cyanotype.
machine, yeah, right. If you have a sewing machine you need fixed, Henry is really great. He comes to your house and then he fixes it right on the spot.
Henry the 8th I am, Henry the 8th I am. I got married to the widow next door, and she's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. She wouldn't up with the sound. Scott, have you ever used a shortwave radio? I'm starting with a shortwave radio, and then I'm going to get my ham radio license, and then here we are at the Isle of Roux broadcast. Oh, is it Big Bear on that? No. Big Bear. Breaker. I know that's CB, by the way.
I know that's CB.
And really, I am. I got married to the widow next door, and she's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. She wouldn't talk a willy or sound. Not a sound. I'm a 8th old man, I'm Henry. Henry the 8th I am. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the 8th I am. Henry the 8th I am. Oh, look at that.
That was good.
Okay, so the amazing thing here is it's gonna flip It's going to flip from one to the other. Ready? One. Ta-ta. So the dark parts turn light, and the light parts turn dark. And then actually it darkens more later.
That worked very well.
Should I do another one?
Do you want more?
Why not? Do I want some more negatives? I think I do. But I wish you'd be a little more positive about it.
Wah.
Wait, did you just want me? You know what you need is a silly whistle. Well, there's 7 of us with us tonight.
That is amazing.
It's crazy how it goes from 7 to 14,000 every week. We have about 14,000 viewers. That's not true. We have around 14,000 people that observe what we're doing here. And then there's around 300 viewers. And then there's a solid 50 to 100 people that watch the whole broadcast every week. Which makes me think I should keep doing this. Because even though it's not billions, it's still bigger than the gallery. Right? We're on par. Jack par. Black, white, something with a big face. Or saucy one. Jesse's like, I don't do saucy photos of you at home with our own cameras and our own developing system. Everything you do is saucy.
What?
Well, it's just that I thought you were gonna, speed things up. That was my theory.
Hey, calm down over there.
Well, it's just that what I'm doing takes so much time and it's such a slow. Oh, that looks perfect. That's mine. All right. There's this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorites. Okay. I'm just gonna snip this down. I wasn't expecting this. We carefully cut these all into 5s. And you remember.
It's in your book. Oh.
It's like a hair trigger on that UV thing. In my book. And you can make these any size. It just so happens that I'm using, and you can put plants and
Anything to block the light.
all kinds of things.
Big.
Plants work really well because they absorb light.
Right.
Henry the 8th I am. Henry the 8th I am. On up to the wooden next door, and she's been there 7 times before. And you know what's crazy is I really thought that the time and the light mattered a lot more than it does. Right? Like in the summer, we're running around in the dark, flipping out. Remember that?
Yeah, that's true, actually.
When we really didn't have to.
Story of my life. Hi, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year's! Thought you'd just check in and put your 9 cents in. Yeah, one of my best ones I put on today was upside down. Okay, I'll put that there. And then I'm going to tape it. There's got to be a better way than using all this tape. Plus, this lamp's been getting really hot, which scares me because I'm scared of UV light. Ever since that one young friend of ours was like, yeah, you remember that time they had a black light party and then everybody went blind and got cancer? I'm like, no.
It's so intense.
Okay. Hey, Siri, can you give me a 3-minute timer? My Siri does not recognize my voice unless I use Superman voice. Siri, can I have a 3-minute timer, please? There we go. What are we going to do for the next 3? This is breathtaking. No, I know. I apologize. Oh, unless it is, right? That could have been literal.
I think Scott is very honest.
Literally breathtaking.
I think Scott is a very earnest person.
Okay, I'll take that.
I don't think he would be like sarcastic about.
I'm just learning about the sarcasm.
Also learning that other people can be earnest.
Yeah.
Nice. It is nice.
It's brutal when I try and use sarcasm at school because the kids just like they go from like, how come you never try and burn us like Mr. McGregor to like bawling their faces off. Like I tried to be funny and now you're crying.
And here we are. See, I knew, Scott. You were being sarcastic.
Yeah, and then so like actually, I don't know if this is a thing that a lot of photographers just get bored of, but so far, I would say that I was more like surprising even my photographer friends, photographer friends. Yeah, I can send you a link.
Zach's here.
Did the link we send not work? That'd be embarrassing.
I don't know.
I really missed that so much.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I need to send all the attachments again. Theo?
I won't.
What's the same name? Okay. There we go. Hey, Zay.
How is your
Happy New Year!
New Year?
It's an hour earlier in Vancouver, hey? Or an hour later?
You gain an hour.
So you 6:30 right now.
6:25.
Oh wow. We're gonna have some time traveling if you stay on the line till New Year's. See what I'm doing? I made cyanotypes out of my negatives. I'm making photos.
I've been watching. This is some voodoo.
Yeah. You know who said that to me the most? My friends that shoot photos and develop photos. So
Oh, cool.
Maybe this is just like a thing that they don't teach in photo school, or
So,
I assume maybe it was just like so obvious nobody tampered with it. Oh, here we go. I actually never use the timer for this. I'm just showing off by using the timer. But
It's good because we're talking and
well, and also the stakes are a little higher, right? Because
you want it to work out.
I don't want. Yeah, like, I love the screw ups when well, that one got cooked. Screw ups when I'm by myself because that's when I learn the most. You ready for this, Zach?
drum roll.
So there it is, and it's inverted right now. And then when I pour some bladas over it. When I was learning how to do this, watching the YouTube, they were running the water over it for like minutes and minutes and minutes. But
Who's got time for that?
well, no, and I'm also getting way better if I just give it a splash.
That's crazy how one of them's inverted and one of them's not.
Well, it's probably got to do with like I think I cooked that one over there. That's pretty good, hey?
That's so cool.
I made a photo.
And you're going to transfer that to a textile?
You can do it right onto
Yeah.
like anything.
You can
So
you can put the cyanotype on a t-shirt and then you expose it to light. And then Zach, what's happening here is the blue has been welded to the paper.
Mm.
So if you want to put cyanotype on a t-shirt, you block out some of the light and then think of it like a stencil where the paint passes through the light and the light hardens the black onto the paper. So I started this with a negative, right? So
It's similar to a screen print, right? Yeah.
yeah.
That exposing the emulsion to UV and then.
So for all my time with the silk screens, I never used emulsion. was
Nice.
there was the part that I didn't like. I just hand painted backwards and inside out on the directly onto the screen. And then so it's funny. I'm trying to explain to Jess, or maybe she already knows. I actually like it's really difficult to teach me anything because my thinking patterns are so off that even when I try and get people to teach me, it's like it really is like that Charlie Brown voice where wah 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 wah, and so I have to like deconstruct and teach myself everything. And so let's say I went to like a lecture on how to use the software as a teacher, and they do this for us sometimes. They would sit there and talk to me for 2 hours, and I would just like be counting the clock to stop. And then when they're gone, I'll go in the room and kind of bang it out for myself and figure it out. But I usually have to start several steps back. Like for instance, when I started teaching science last year, the first chapter was about chemistry, and that's when I was like, oh, I don't know what chemistry means. I feel like I'm a little old not to know what chemistry means. And so I had to figure out from scratch, from the very bottom, what does chemistry mean before I could move forward. Are you okay having this here?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not in your way.
It's not.
So on the eve of the 1 year anniversary of dislocating my arm, I slipped on the ice, and while regaining my balance, I dislocated my arm again. Oh, there's the other one. If that's what I think it is, I'm gonna do one more because it's just ready. It's just ready to go. Do you have a longer?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Heat, Zach?
It's a heist movie.
Yeah.
Love it. Yep.
I saw that when it came out, kind of around the same time Jesse was born.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And
Do you think? Or
That's
is
the guy. That's the guy from Casino.
and I tried hard to watch it another time at some other point in my life, and wasn't able to because like it was just a little too 90s.
Super 90s. I watched it very recently. Actually, we're on a heist movie kick.
Yeah.
Super 90s. It's painfully.
List of some heist movies.
List.
Yeah.
Point Break. The Inside Man.
What's inside?
The Italian Job. We're on a kick. Den of Lions.
All of these movies are also remakes. Are you watching both the original and the remakes?
Yeah, I'm trying to push it as far back as I can. Yeah.
Okay, so here's something I think you really need to do. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Get Carter.
Pardon me?
Get Carter.
What is that? Oh, it's a film?
Yeah, there's a Michael Caine version of it and then a Sylvester Stallone version of it. And watch them in reverse order. Because Sylvester Stallone's like, you need to tell me what I want to know. And then he pulls out a ball peen hammer and starts smashing fingers, right? And you're like, oh, yeah, I've kind of seen stuff like this before. Like, could have been toes, could have been fingers, could have been elbows, could have been, yeah. In Michael Caine, he's this like slim, sort of delicate little British man. He's like, tell me what I need to know. Smack, smack. And then the guy just starts weeping. He's like, I'm sorry. And it's just so cute the way, like,
face slap?
well, yeah, like a face slap versus like a ball peen hammer. It's just so much classier in the 60s in little wingtip shoes. And Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine's a legend. Yeah.
Wrist whipping everybody.
Such a class act. Yeah.
I put a little product in my hair. It's like just getting to the point where I have to start putting product in my hair because right before the broadcast, I realized I looked like everybody's idiot brother from sitcoms in the 90s. Like pick any show, and then the idiot older brother had the exact same hair. I was like, that's that hair from the idiot older brother in the 90s.
That's just very specific.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then there'd be an episode where the idiot older brother scores really high on his SATs, and everybody's like flabbergasted. He was smart all along.
Do they believe him?
No, it's always like there's always like smart kid, dumb kid, and the dumb kid gets a higher score on the SATs. I really feel like Canadians miss out on the torment Americans have with their SATs. You go through school for 12 years and then they give you an IQ test before university, like, it didn't really matter at all. All right, this one's going to be slightly different because I'm using a longer strip, and I'm doing two different. Whoa, what's going to happen? So this, okay. So wait, Zach, have you done any film developing?
No, regrettably.
Yeah, so this has been a real excitement for me because, well, my grandfather, and I just found the other day, it's on our Facebook page, a video my grandfather shot in Havana in the 50s. And when I moved out, I grabbed a handful of stuff. Everything I owned for about a decade had to fit into 16 milk crates. One of the things that went into all those milk crates were some Super 8 films that were my grandparents. And I had a projector, and then the bulb burned out. And I started making Super 8 films in grade 5, but my bulb burned out in the middle of college. I loaned my projector to somebody. He lectured me. He's like, borrowed my projector. He's like, your dumb bulb broke while I was using it. I'm like, in my world, that would mean you owe me a bulb.
In my world.
But I carried around these Super 8 films that my grandpa had shot for around 19 years. And then at some point, when I met Jess, she's like, oh, my parents have one of those thingies in the basement. I was like, shut up. So we went over to my mother-in-law's house. Before she was my mother-in-law, we set up the projector, and I recorded like phone video of the projection off the wall. And at first I was kind of disappointed because I thought it would be pictures of what my family looked like in the 50s. It turned out it was just my grandpa walking around Havana. But like from his point of view, I didn't see anybody from my family. It was just what my grandfather thought was interesting. Know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So at first I was like kind of bummed out that I didn't see my aunts and my grandma. And then afterwards, I was less bummed out about that and more just thrilled to see through my grandpa's eyes. But, you know, they were British, so I didn't know them that well. There's like a special table for the kids.
Kids' table's real.
Yeah. Hot dogs when they're
So 19 years you hauled these tapes around?
Super 8 film.
Unseen.
Yeah. And then when I finally... Now, that's actually the thrill I have with my stepdaughter got married this morning. You might have met her at the wedding, Teresa. She got married to Mitchell. They've been together for 25 years. They met in grade 4.
Whoa.
Yeah. And they got married today. And
congratulations.
Like my daughter phones me up and she's like, hey, Teresa says you're shooting photos for the wedding. I'm like, I don't mind shooting some photos. She's like, you're the photographer. I'm like, oh God, no. Because I had a whole bunch of cameras, and I got rid of them all when I got my current camera, which is like my age and doesn't have a light meter, doesn't have a battery, and I only just recently got the light meter that fits in my pocket, and I just barely know how to use it. So like I can't take a picture while I'm moving. I can't take a picture unless the light's good. I mean, there's a lot of factors that come into play for a photograph to come out of my camera. And I can certainly take photos at your wedding, but I should not be trusted to take the photos of your wedding. And so I explained to them, like, geez, because I literally gave everybody in my family a camera. I'm like, we're all taking photos. And so we all did.
It was very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Ready for this?
It worked out very well.
Oh, this is all happening all over the place. What's going on? So this one was color. So it's going to do some funky, weird things. Maybe I'll just put it in the water. See what happens. Oh, I need to put more water on it because it's not deep enough. Where's... Oh, here it is. Papa! Splash.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
I should have got paper towel.
Paper towels. Well, this turned out amazing.
Yay!
I don't know if you can see it online because they are such small images. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is we ordered an enlarger, which stage 2 we're going to learn how to enlarge and
print
our own photos. But stage 3, what I really want to do is use my enlarger to protect, project, an image onto bigger film and make bigger negatives, which I will use. This is a direct transfer. By that I mean the slide and the paper are touching, and zoom. You can see where it says Kodak on the side. So if I project onto the largest sheets of film I can find, then I can go straight from that film onto the cyanotypes and make like infinite prints. And this blue
That's
cyanotype,
punk rock. That's punk rock. That's some purist talk.
it's pretty, yeah.
That's cool.
This is my first analog attempt right here, right? Like this is like from camera, no battery, to film made out of silver, to the chemicals that turn the silver into darkness and lightness, to the chemicals that turn this paper into cyanotype. Hello, Lorna James. I'm going to send Lorna James the link. I would love to hear from Lorna James. Lorna James, don't take off yet. I feel like Lorna James was a character in a film as well. Is it James or Jane? James. I wonder, here's the thing you may or may not know. I actually know there's a different name. I wonder if she can go online. Infamous. Here we go. Lauren, if you want to click that link I just sent you, then you can join us. And if you don't want to, that's fine. But I'd love it if you did. Let's do something different with the screen. Let's put... Oh, Zach, did you see I got a shortwave radio?
What were you? I saw like a little drum machine. What was that?
It's a shortwave radio. I can listen. I'm going to be, well, I haven't figured out how to use it, but when I do, I don't always use shortwave radio, but when I do, I'll be listening to like Radio Havana or Cuban radio, or like the VOA, or all that stuff. Guess what I'm doing tonight? Every now and then I do my own book. I do my own workbook. Is that funny?
That's kind of fun, actually.
Talk it out. You can give me some ideas. Take over the world.
I have mine, actually. I was just organizing stuff.
Ba-ba.
And I just found mine from when you first put it out.
Yeah. Stop Making Art Die by Rich T. Roux. This was for Oliver Sparks, Enrique, and you. Alrighty. Step 1. Draw your hand. This will be even weirder because I'm drawing my hand, but I'm also sitting next to a picture of myself drawing my hand.
Multi-layered.
Meta. I read the most wild book, audio book, the craziest book.
What was it?
Was it?
It was a French guy in the 80s. Cimmerillia and the Simulation.
Oh, Bulgard.
Yeah.
The Process of Simulacra.
Whoa, Simulacra. Do.
Say something?
Did I learn anything?
No, say, can I tell you something?
Oh, yeah, shoot.
So I did not read when I was young. I could read, but I didn't because I read very slowly. And whenever I was at school, I would fall behind and stop reading. It's one of the reasons as a teacher, I'm often trying to talk to teachers into giving kids space to keep up with the reading rather than rushing them to finish all the time. And when I got to art school, in my first year, I went and got my brain tested because something wasn't clicking, and I went from like being a slow reader to not being able to read at all. It wasn't until I was an adult that I realized I did have a car accident that year where I hit my head. And I used to hit my head quite a bit back then because I was a bit, well, I don't have to tell you. I bet you've hit your head before. Have you hit your head?
Still not wearing a helmet.
Yeah, right. So anyhow,
Yeah.
there was a semester where I was really having a hard time reading, and kind of gave up on it and just did like really good listening and fudged my way through a couple of years of university just by listening really hard. That said, when I got to Baudrillard and the process of simulacra, and I could be saying that wrong myself,
Yeah.
it
We
was
got you.
it was the first time a couple of years later when my brain started kicking in and I was able to really kind of kick in and read difficult stuff. And I went from that reading to Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, which I read a few times, but it was just like that was the moment where my academic brain kicked in, and I was able to like sort of tackle these sort of heavy academic readings. I'd like maybe if I went back, I'd be shocked at. Did you find it pretty difficult reading, or?
Well, also can't read, so I had it read to me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. That's probably one of the most difficult books I've ever read. So I will not listen to you say you can't read. I will not.
Oh yeah. I had to listen to it twice. I listened to it back to back because it was like it's pretty heavy.
What was your take? What did you feel like it meant?
I loved it, and it's the fact that it's still relevant,
right,
is very helpful.
Oh, did that book lead you to your heist movies?
No. We were on the heist tip. Basically all winter.
All the President's Men?
All the President's Men, not yet.
It could be. I might be misremembering the process of simulacra, but I think that they referenced that the way they put it was that Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford are in a 2-hour film about Woodward and Bernstein, which represented several weeks of their life. But then the film's been repeated so many times that Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman have come to become more recognizable as Woodward and Bernstein than Woodward and Bernstein were. And that was the process where an idea gets sort of co-opted by society and stops being your idea. When the situation becomes more important than the real. And
I'd agree.
And then there was there's quite a bit of talk. I mean, what year were you born, Zach?
Pardon me?
What year were you born?
89.
Yeah, like I was reading this book when you were born. So your entire lifetime has passed since I've read this book.
Wow.
Might not be quoting it very well, but
I don't know that those two characters were brought up, but the message, it's
it could be that Woodward
there. Yeah.
was my attempt of explaining it to myself.
Yeah.
That I wrote about it.
Oh,
yeah. Because it's quite potent. There's a lot of big language in it.
Does he also talk about like why there's bathroom stalls and ledges underneath, or am I confusing that with something else?
That didn't come up.
For observation.
But it was very concerned about control.
Yeah, I think maybe it was either that book or one of his other books where he was talking about like why classrooms have those tiny little windows in the doorways, and it's not to brighten the day of the students. It's so that the administrators can stick their heads in and peek in and see that you're behaving. And the same thing with the bathroom. The space under the bathroom stalls is to check that you're in there doing what you should be doing. It's all about monitoring and control.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. Yeah. That sounds like process of simulacra. I think that might have been from somewhere else.
Yeah, that must be some of his other work, but sounds like his work.
Literally, that book is where my brain turned on. Up until that point, my brain was completely bonehead.
Cool. I hope it has a similar effect with me.
There's a photo of me in my third year of art school with this red baseball cap that I wore everywhere I went. I think I might have had a mullet. And
Yes.
just my mouth is hanging open like a moron. And my friend Josetta sent it to me. And it was sweet that Josetta kept it all these years, but I was also like, please never show anybody that photo. Like, I just look like such a bonehead. But, you know.
Joe Dirt.
Yeah, a little like if Joe Dirt was on the wrestling team. That's kind of how it looked. And also at art school, so there was this sort of phenomenon where there's a certain uniform, you know.
Yeah.
That
The costume.
I tended to, because I was like difficult. I was like super irritated by like the preppy kids and their Sperry's until I got to art school, and then I went out and bought a pair of Sperry's and started dressing like super square. I didn't want to be like everybody else.
What's the word you're saying?
Which one?
Sperry.
Sperry's?
Yeah.
You know what Sperry's are?
No.
I don't know if they still have them. Hold on.
Are they shoes?
Sperry deck somethings. Also, like Sperry's were like super popular and expensive, and they came in like every color. And it could be that like by the time I started wearing them, they were not expensive. They look like this. Oh,
Like kids?
no, they're Gilligan shoes.
Gilligan shoes.
Yeah, they were deck shoes.
Deck shoes.
You know what though? So like the popular kids that had lots of money, they all drove the same car. They wore Sperry's, and then the skate rats were Vans. Both Vans and Sperry's were deck shoes for yachts.
That's funny.
Flat soles so that you wouldn't slide off the yacht, but then the skateboard kids loved them because
You couldn't slide off the skateboard.
yeah, right. It's just the right shape for skateboarding. The Vans were deck shoes that really took off for BMX, and then the Vans later on became kind of cool skate shoes. But when I was a kid, you'd read BMX Plus, and they had a character named Radical Rick, and if you had the kind of money that you could get the checkered Vans, then you could be a true rebel. But I did not have Vans.
So you were not a true rebel.
Well,
I'm just bugging you.
okay,
Because you were the truest rebel.
no, but I was. Well, like you said you were Walmart shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was wearing like the equivalent of Walmart shoes would have been whatever shoes you wanted at Foot Locker. Foot Locker had its own brand called duplicate of every pair of shoes that you wanted in the Lynx form. So if you wanted like Nike Sharks, then Lynx had a pair of Lynx.
Oh, Lorna said she can't get on, but she was asking what book. And we were talking about the process of simulacra, and we were talking about
Baudrillard
your
or
book.
this book, or also, yeah, I think she's probably asking about the process of simulacra,
It's simulacra and the simulation.
right?
Also, Rich, that was profound, man. The deck shoes being the same from both classes, and the fact that like if you could afford the rebellion, you could be this like status rebel. It was weird.
Two of my deepest, darkest secrets. Are you ready?
Whoa.
My childhood greatest regret is I quit tap dancing because ultimately I could have learned to play the drums with my feet. And secondly, I loved skateboarding, kind of in a weird span of time after it had fallen out of favor and before it had come back into favor. So my friend Paul Shreenan and I in grade 3 and a guy named Phil Maltby were the only 3 kids in Calgary that would do something as crass as riding skateboards. And then like 2 or 3 years later, with the Bones Brigade and Thrasher Magazine and the Dogtown Boys, there was a resurgence of skateboarding in the 80s that had started in the 60s but was like not cool in the 70s. So I think when I was skateboarding, it was like if you had an older cousin, you'd end up with your older cousin's toys. And I had an older cousin's skateboard, and Phil had an older brother. So Phil and I used to skateboard down our back alley like rockets. And it's about a 2-kilometer drop down the back of my alley from Canyon Meadows to the train tracks, right? So we would skateboard long before anybody noticed. Nobody cared. In junior high, it was a very territorial activity. And in the same way that I started wearing Sperry's when I was in art school, as soon as skateboarding resurged as a fad, I became like a closet skateboarder. So I would not skateboard in the daytime. I skateboarded in my house quite a bit. I was actually talking to some kids in my class about how I used to skateboard in my living room. And so they're like, you used to skateboard? I was like, yeah, kind of like before the brigade, like kind of before Tony Hawk, before it was a different kind of skateboarding too. Like when you see those old videos of guys doing like handstands on their skateboards, I would perfect like skateboard tricks that I could do in my living room.
In a small area?
Yeah, mostly like I think I could spin like 180, 360, 560, 720. I could like do like figure skating spins on my skateboard in my living room while I was watching TV. And this kid was bugging me about it. Like, this is super embarrassing for me because I totally skipped skateboard culture. But I used to, Zach, maybe you can tell me if this has a name. I would just drop my board down. This is even before Back to the Future. Like, this is like way before skateboarding came back. Because I think at the end of it, skateboarding had kind of gone mainstream by the time it was Back to the Future. And that would explain it because Marty McFly, what's his name in real life?
Fox?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox was about 10 years older than he looked. So he would have been skateboarding in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
And then when he was playing a teenager in the mid 80s, he had these skills that they weren't expecting him to have because he's kind of 30 and like,
right.
But he had the skills because they came from the first insurgence of skateboard. And they like clay wheels and little wood pieces of lumber. Yet they were like a lot of times they were roller skates that were attached to wooden boards, little wooden planks. But I'd take. You want to know what kind of skateboard I had?
What kind?
It was a GNS. It was just a wood board, and it was like a vintage retro board when the skateboarding resurgence happened. So there's like 1 or 2 skateboard shops in the city, and they had like a retro GNS board that was. I remember I had independent trucks, and I used to drop the board sort of down onto my toes, upside down, and then I would jump up and flip it onto its side and land on 2 wheels, and then I would fly and just spin like a 360 from like a kind of standing space in the living room while I was watching the A-Team.
From my limited skate trick knowledge, I think that's like a Casper to Primo, and then whatever out. But
well, I'm going to check the date on a Casper to Primo.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
This kind of relates to the simulacra, though. Like that trick is going to get named regardless who does it. Like guys will do a trick that they thought they found it and it's been done, and that gets,
I never thought I found it. It was just the only thing I had space to do. Scott,
but it's not even if you did, like it was sort of not destiny to be done, and then whatever you want to call it, it's like nope, the title was already decided. And
yeah. Okay, so back to my story. I'm going to tell you something. I know you love to skateboard, so I don't want to like attack your culture in any way, but I'm going to tell you something.
No, let it rip.
Sperry's. I did not have money as a kid, so I kind of went to a school where the kids were kind of well off, and it was a constant grind trying to not wanting to fit in, but definitely not wanting to stand out. And so I was really bitter that skateboards went from like junk you found in your garage to these $200 decks. And I love that they had artwork on the bottom, and that's the hand, Santa Cruz hand.
Yeah.
that image is part of who I am. I saw that.
Santa Cruz.
I wanted to be a graphic designer for a while, and but I also had sort of like a poor kid's resentment for I couldn't afford a skateboard, and when I had a skateboard, if it got broken, it was like, scrambling to pull apart somebody's roller skates to fix my skateboard. And so I had this Frankenstein monster that can I squeeze by?
Yeah, Scott was saying he had a plastic.
Yeah, Scott definitely would have skateboarded the first time it was cool. Kind of like your Uncle Danny might have a skateboard.
Yeah, maybe Dave. Yeah, Danny or David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to hoard cool stuff that you know is going to come back, but you got to let it go.
Like what kind of stuff?
Oh, like that, like old skates. Like if you had like a skateboard from now to gift to your niece, when she was 8 or something. And
my first year teaching, which is 23 years ago, I walked into Value Village because that's where I got all my clothes. And I worked with all these kind of wealthy kids. And Craig Farner was in the store. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Taylor, how are you?" And it's like, what do you got there? And he had in his hand an original Zephyr skateboard.
wow, right? Come on.
Do you remember me telling you I used to have 19 milk crates for everything I owned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
This patch and those Super 8 films took up some space in my
Your crates.
yeah. I got this around grade 8, and like I said, I never had any money. Like if I had $5, that was like a couple months before I'd see another $5. So I just never had any money. And so if I was able to buy a skateboard patch, it was because like I did something nefarious along the way to the skateboard store. And this patch has been on probably 3 pairs of pants and 2 jean jackets, and it's just maybe it'll go on here.
That's a good one.
That's a big part of my life. Okay.
Cool.
But I did have some sort of bitterness, I think, because like the accessibility of the tools became so aggressively high, and it did seem to me like some of the wealthier kids. I remember. Actually, I'll use names. Sheila McDonald was in my class, and I think she said to Tremont, like, "Why don't you dress a little nicer? Like, you're not bad looking." And Troy's like, "This is a $50 shirt," and he had the Bones Brigade T-shirt where the skull was coming out of the T-shirt, and I was just like, "That guy spent $50 on a T-shirt." Like, once a year, I could get a couple $5 or $11 T-shirts. So when you're like wearing clothes and they're nasty and they got holes in them, probably nobody cares. But like it's like a
Like if you have the choice to wear it, it's fine. But if you don't have the choice,
Right.
then it's not fine.
I
Like
wasn't
if
being-
you have the choice to go to Value Village, it's fun. If you
I
don't
wasn't
have the
being edgy.
choice,
I was like
totally.
not dressed properly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come back and
It
paint this
changes
page,
everything.
and then this is a poem from the original Gorilla House. It says, "This moment is precious. Dig deep. Place your heart on the table and ask yourself, is this thing still alive? Choose your most sacred weapon, maybe a pencil, maybe a pen, maybe a brush. Do not ignore this naked beast it beats. Not just from habit, it beats courageously for you. Take note of the whole experience of separation. It is not essential to soak in this loneliness. For as long as you can bathe in it, for as long as you can bathe in it, take for granted this enriched moment, this precious second. It won't fester under your attentive gaze. Remember, your will is infinite. Remember, you are not alone. Not here anyway. You are safe safe at last, and we can communicate with the others. Forever is a long time to have waited for this." Now, that was difficult for me to read, more difficult than it should be, but it's because that poem, Zach,
Yeah.
it's a cover.
Hmm.
Do you see the other poem? This
Who
place,
wrote it? What's going on in there?
I'm gonna read it from top to bottom. This place is sacred. Do not take it for granted. It will not last forever. You see? I think you're busy painting, and that's okay. I was pretty happy.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. What do you need from me? It's beautiful. What did you write it?
Yeah, but look at this poem here. I'm really explaining it now. This moment is precious. Dig deep. Place your heart on the table and ask yourself. But it also reads this way. This place is sacred. Do not take it for granted. It will not last forever. Because I wrote that when I opened Gorilla House, and I was only expecting to be open for 6 weeks. All right, here's where I'm looking forward to getting to, because my stuff has changed since I started this. What are 50 things that make Rich J. Roux happy? Photos. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Jess. Felix. Robin. I'm going to put my kids all on multiple layers. I'm going to run out. Jess, Felix, Robin, Teresa, Oliver. I'm put Sarah down too.
Yeah.
Okay. Zach. Zach matters to me. How do you spell Zay?
I'm spelling it with a Q these days. I got ZAQ.
Is it AQ?
Yeah.
3-letter.
3-letter. No. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I wish I could hug you guys.
Speaking of 3-letter, how is
Happy New Year's Eve.
how's our friend doing today? Not you, but our friend that they used to have the free bowler campaign on the walls. Did
Who?
Did you ever see like the Ross Carrick was all covered with free bowler?
No. Oh, I know. I'm familiar with the free bowler, but what's is the Ross Keller building?
Well, here's what I thought happened, and this could be totally speculative on my part, but Angela Davis went to jail, and then so they just plastered America with free Angela, and then I was teaching in Ross Carrick, and there just happens to be certain areas that attract more graffiti than others. But I remember like, oh, who's this bowler kid? And then all of a sudden I stopped seeing new bowler tags, and then at the same time that I stopped seeing new bowler tags, I started seeing free bowler, and I'm like, oh man, you don't go to jail for graffiti. Like you get like a ticket, but you don't go to jail. And then so maybe I imagined the whole story in my head, but I just saw a brand new free bowler tag, and I thought, oh, I hope bowler's not free right now.
not.
Oh, likewise. Yeah, I've been out of touch.
Oh,
The last I heard that he was doing very well.
good.
Yeah, the last I heard it was the new man.
I like the old man.
Also, yeah, that's it. Yeah, same, but different.
Records: Jess, Teresa, Felix, Oliver, Robin, Sarah, Zach. People. That's good enough.
People.
Scott, I gotta put Scott down. We have like 3 friends named Scott on the broadcast, so that makes life easy. When I started teaching at the school I'm at, half the staff was named Kevin, so I just called everybody Kevin for short. Okay, what was the new thing I was really into? I know it's a really simple word. It used to be authenticity.
Oh. Wrote it down.
And then
Intentional.
right, the new plan is to be intentional. Intention. Tion.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the clock as Felix is coming over. Pastor's dropping him off. I just don't want to forget him.
It's 8:07.
Okay.
When is
so,
he dropping him off?
I don't know. So I want to build my life around intention right now. That would explain why I'm like taking analog negatives and turning them into analog photos. It also why I wanted a ham radio. Not because it's useful, because it's intentional. Developing. That's intentional. Reading a lot with my wife. That's super intentional. The records, actually, that's funny because I hadn't thought about that. We kept saying out loud over and over again the reason the records were so important is that you had to put them on. But that goes back to intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just realizing that now.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this. I just gave one camera to everybody in my family, and then at the wedding, I didn't want to shoot photos by myself. And I was like, well, I gave everybody a camera, and Oliver's like, did you have this plan the whole time? I was like, no, but it worked out. But so much of our stuff, like, it's like a feeling. And then there's a vast investment, like, oh, now I need an enlarger. And then after the investment, then like the reasoning seems to drop in almost
Afterwards.
randomly, like, oh, all of this stuff is intentional. And I told my friends at work that I was thinking of getting a ham radio, and the first thing they said is, that's stupid, you can use a phone. But then the second thing they said was, no, of course you're doing that, you're also like developing your own film and working your way backwards for the apocalypse. So
Yeah, like my sewing machine is a hand crane.
do you want to show it? Can we do that?
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe do a quick little demonstration.
Can I add on to your abstract?
Yeah? Yeah? What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Because I have you. I really love
For sure.
what you sewed in.
We got 8 things and I got to get 50. Nobody said it'd be easy. I am a little hyper fixated on the camera and the developing, right?
What about your motorbike? Do you have a motorbike?
I do have a motorbike. I don't know if I've ever. I hyper fixated on my motorcycle when I bought it, like the first motorcycle. This is actually, again, around the time I was reading Process of Simulacra. And can I also recommend, if you're reading old books, there's a book called Subliminal Seduction that you should read, and it's not about being sexy. It's about advertising and how they would like warp your brain to make dents in your awareness, where you'd start. It's really interesting the way that the advertising agency was using psychology in the 60s and 70s, kind of like left advertising, and the world leaders in psychology now are gaming.
Interesting.
Politics and gaming is where most of the world's investment into psychology goes.
Ooh.
But when I got my motorcycle, my first motorcycle, I was 20.
Shout out Call of Duty.
Yeah, right. I would get off work and I would just ride my motorcycle around for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Sometimes if I go down like 52nd Avenue or something, I'll tell Jess, like, I used to ride up and down this road for hours.
But your bike's not going on your list? I know it's winter time, but
Bicycle or motorcycle?
both. That's a long list, man. 50 is a big number.
Bicycle is on my list. Motorcycle is, well, actually, like, also, maybe like when Felix was littler. Hello? Yep, awesome. I'll go wait downstairs. Thank you.
I'm gonna move over to your spot. Oh, is it still talking?
Well, you're
Looks
moving into
like
my
it is.
spot. No, it's not.
Yeah, so then they can see the thing.
Great.
Is that okay?
No, that's perfect.
And then I'll move back.
But bicycle, for sure. I got a fat bike for winter. So it keeps me sane.
Oh, that's a cool shot of it. Look.
Oh, can you turn the black light off? Gonna get skin cancer.
Oh my god, you're right. It just turns on its own. Okay. So, our friend Margot, when she moved to BC, she gifted me this singer. I think it was her mom's, but it's from 1921, and it's a hand crank. Do you have a fob? Yeah. And we found someone to come, and he just greased it all for us because I hadn't had a chance to get it going. I was going to sew my wedding dress on it, but I was intimidated, I think, and also didn't know how to use it. But this guy named Henry, he is like sewing machine medic. He came over and greased everything and showed me how to wind the bobbin and thread the needle. And so now I have this beautiful hand crank, and it's like I stitched Felix's curtains for him already. And Rich started by making this really great abstract drawing with green threads.
Yes, is it? Are you running it a pedal?
It's just, how can I show this? It's just a hand crank on this one even. So,
Hand crank. That's cool.
so look.
I thought my Singer was old. Oh, you just spinning it like that?
Yeah. So I think the foot pedal is actually like it's just like I don't think it's that much younger than this one, because I think what they did was they had a mechanism that would go to the floor through. Because did you have one that was on a table, like and
those are the ones. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Because I think it's a similar thing, but then there, it's such a cool contraption on the side here that like you can take it off, and like I bet it can be attached through the table, like that. Then the foot pedal would crank it for you.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Yeah, it is. It's a timeless artifact. I looked up the serial code, and it's from 1921.
It's gorgeous. That gold leaf. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'll try to show. I'm not very good. Like everything is embossed, so even like, do you see the metal plate on the end? Ooh, there.
Oh wow!
The end is embossed. Everything is embossed metal. It's really beautiful.
Singer. Woo!
Yeah, and like just I like too that it's like the enamel's kind of wearing, because I like Margot makes quilts, so I bet her mom also really sewed a lot too. So it's like it was well loved, and now it's still working really beautifully. The Henry that came over to check it out, he took it all apart and greased it, and he was like, "Wow, this spring's in perfect condition, and this spring is in perfect condition." So everything is in really beautiful condition. And he said, no oil, just WD-40 on it.
Okay.
So I learned that.
I need a singer doctor.
Yeah.
Mine's acting up.
That's really cool because, well, he's here and his kids don't do it, but his kids both live in BC. We had like a whole, like, got to know each other. So it was like, he got to tell us his whole story about how he learned how to do this. He came from Ghana, and
oh, cool.
And his dad was a teacher, and then he like decided he wanted to come to Canada because his grandpa actually lived in Canada. His dad had moved back to Ghana, and so he wanted to go back to Canada, but he like had a year. He wanted to work for a little bit before he came back, and he ended up in this sewing factory, and he ended up learning all about these machines. And then when he came here, he went to the Harry Hayes building, and he responded to a job thing that was pinned to the wall about a sewing machine mechanic. So he's been doing this for 52 years. He's been
whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty fun talking to him. Actually, we got like conversation and stories, and he fixed it.
Triple threat.
Very lucky.
Zach Abbott's on the line.
Hey, Felix.
I know.
Here, you can come.
Go pop on the screen for
How was your party? How's your day? Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening there. Yay!
Let's do this. Is there room for all three of us?
Yeah. I'll move my sewing machine actually back.
I don't think you have to.
Just gonna-
Bring them over. Everybody.
Yeah,
Wait.
you can sit there. I want to move there.
Did you see this? I made cyanotypes out of our negatives. Is it? That's probably okay. So you need to squeeze in. Which way is the camera? Everything's reversed.
I'm gonna.
I have more over here
Move
than I
this.
need. Jess?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Can you move the camera that way?
Towards me, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just wanting to get this out of here first. You can
Let it be
leave.
known that you said yes. But
Yeah.
made no attempt to move the camera.
Because I'm doing some stuff.
Okay.
And it takes focus. It's heavy. She's heavy.
Did I move that the right way? There's the wrong way.
Oh my goodness.
Felix, Happy New Year's Eve.
Yeah, Happy New Year's Eve.
Can we talk about communication breakdown? Ready?
What's that?
Do you remember that time I asked you to move the camera?
Yes.
And then since that was you could squeeze into the shot?
Yes.
And then you put yourself down outside. No, you look at you need to move over more.
Ow.
There we go. What happened?
I don't have one toe now.
Why?
Well, because
Did you have your toe
I
attached to the
think you
chair?
have 10 toes, not 5. It's not 1 toe.
Okay.
there's not one toe. There's not one. There's mine.
That's how we have communication breakdowns, is because like you'll go yeah, but you mean not right now,
Yes.
and then I'll think it's a contract, and then you'll forget.
That's true.
Forget that was the plan. Who's gonna do the talking?
I don't know.
What did you do today?
Do you see that camera up there?
Yeah.
It's the most important.
Felix, have you read the simulacra and simulation?
No.
What do you Felix?
Here's a question. I wonder if you've grown up around us enough that you would know what it meant. So, what would you guess the simulacra and the simulation means if you had to guess?
Let's see.
It's about art.
Simulation.
It's a book about art. How would simulation? Now, do not expect to have this answer, but if you do, it'll be a miracle. So, like, you can't go wrong. What do you think a book about art and simulation might be about? You got to talk to the camera up there. That's the mic, and then the camera's up there.
Making simulant art. I don't know.
When we were watching the movie about the Beatles and Felix, you see the screen there? Paul McCartney was on screen and he was saying, "Oh, I don't want to be the bad guy, but I got to be the bad guy because you guys are fighting all the time." And then so I get to be this monster that's like, "Hey, put your face on the screen and talk to the people." And then I feel like people at home are like, "Why is that guy such a monster? Jesse just wants to do some knitting." Do you see that light up there?
Yeah.
You remember how? Do you remember how? Do you see that light up there?
Yeah.
Do you remember how?
You can't make art by not looking at it.
You could point at the camera. You remember how Mr. Rogers would
For
make-
sure, yes. I know what you're talking about, but if you're
I don't do that because
don't
I
have
have
to
this
make
stupid
art.
camera on my artwork all the time, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to do the artwork?" And you're like, "No, that's too much pressure." And then so I actually look like, I think to the world, I look like the camera hog. Like, everybody look at me. But like, I would love you to take this camera over if you want to, and then I'll look at the camera.
I just moved my whole thing out of there. I have my sewing machine. It's okay. Everything is good.
Okay, back to the simulacra. Clearly, we're getting a little testy, and that by that I mean me. Felix, what do you think? Like, if we ever talked about how the Mona Lisa gets reproduced and repeated, is that something that lives in your brain?
No.
Oh. So the process of simulacra is like there have been.
Wait, Felix? What was the first video game you ever played?
I think-
Tetris, Pong, or even further, GoldenEye, N64, or further? Nintendo Switch. When did you start?
Probably like the Dino Chrome game.
On computer?
It's on my phone, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, phone game. Cool.
Games before your phone.
Yeah, I know. But I had it. I played it like on mom's phone.
But like that game was a simulation. And then think about where video games are now. And, you know, those being, you know, even more accurate simulations until the simulation gets so accurate that the copy of the Mona Lisa is more the Mona Lisa than the original.
Right. Or actually, another way to try video games into the process of simulacra.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How, like, Donkey Kong. Actually, this is weird because I didn't play video games, but I always thought Donkey Kong was the good guy, and I thought that Mario was the bad guy in the game Donkey Kong. Did you play from the perspective of Donkey Kong trying to like mess up the little Italian guy, or was it played from a different perspective?
Whoa.
Maybe it was
Like-
called the original Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Where Mario's jumping barrels.
So Mario is the hero in Donkey Kong.
But if he's King Kong, you know, he's like good spirited giant ape, you know,
I gotta check this.
and he's got the pretty lady.
What was the actual gameplay of the original Donkey Kong? Did you ever play Donkey Kong?
No, my friend had Super Mario. We didn't play Donkey Kong on her. She had Super Nintendo. And we did not play Donkey Kong.
Also, though, we sometimes like the games that you can get on the Apple II Plus. Donkey Kong is a giant ape. He escapes the kidnaps Pauline. Jumpman, who later becomes Mario, climbs the construction site to rescue her. Donkey Kong throws barrels. Okay, so Donkey Kong is clearly the bad guy.
Yeah.
The game was named after him, so I always thought the little mustache guy was the bad guy. Strangely enough, we used to have a game called Jumpman Jr., which was probably a straight up rip off of Donkey Kong, but I didn't know that Mario was originally known as the Jumpman.
Man, that's crazy.
We were playing Jumpman Jr., and Brett almost broke a level. And then when he didn't break the level, he had a meltdown, grabbed a pair of scissors out of the jar and cut his bangs off. He's whoosh, and it was just like having like a meltdown.
Seems like a very specific way to melt down.
Yeah, well, you know, we're teenagers, so it could have been for hype. Maybe he was planning to give himself a buzz cut anyways, but he went from like long floppy hair to buzz cut really fast. And it could have been performative.
Like either way, that's like a very specific motion.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm embroidering Capricorn. So
Oh, you know what I was thinking would be a nice habit?
what?
Well, every Wednesday, especially when I'm losing my mind, for the last maybe 20 years, I have turned to Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology for good advice. And I don't actually believe in astrology, but I really believe in Rob Resnick. So that's been like a go-to for me every Wednesday, especially if I'm going through some tough times. He's usually pretty bang on.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's like a week late, but the time that I enjoy Rob Resnick most is the Wednesday closest to the new year, because I often think that that's going to be. You can go, bud. You don't have to broadcast it with us, but you cannot play video games right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you want to read, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
Are you having a rough day, bud?
No?
It's that teenager voice.
Mom just put me into a social situation and I
You're on live air.
What?
You're on live air.
Yeah.
Kelly's here too.
Your mom is awesome.
Happy New Year's Eve, Kelly.
Kelly, what's your birth sign?
She's Capricorn. No, Sagittarius. We learned
We
this.
talked about
She's
this.
on the cusp. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say is I think for the New Year's we should get in the habit of reading all of the Rob Resnicks.
That's fun.
I don't think we can get busted for copyright, but maybe eventually we do.
No, I think you'd be like just chuffed to know
Okay,
that we're.
but I'm asking, do you think we could do that?
Oh, like right now?
I think so. I mean to snap.
Zach, what's your zodiac sign?
Hi, what did you ask?
Oh, we already know.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. we knew the answer.
We're doing that. Do you wanna
I was just watching, well, we were eating dinner. We had my husband had lobster, I had steak and shrimp.
Whoa.
Nice. That's it.
Yum.
So we were watching Fallout, the season 2 Fallout.
Oh, nice. We just started rewatching season 1 from the beginning.
Rewatching what?
We just started rewatching from the beginning of it, from season 1.
Oh yeah, it gets good.
Yeah.
we were going to watch it on our own, and then we realized actually Stranger Things is on tonight, right?
It's just, yeah, the series finale is.
How does that work when they do when it's not TV? It's like Netflix. How do you know? Is it at 8 in the morning or at midnight? How do you know when it?
I think.
It was 6 p.m.
It just drops, it just appears,
Yeah.
or is it like a time?
Kind of like music, songs drop on the days,
Oh,
and it's
I love
usually
that. My
at
music's on
midnight.
plastic.
Well, it's
I have pre-ordered some.
it has a time.
Yeah, it has a time.
Okay, and you see
I'm having my Shirley Temple. I have a Shirley Temple every New Year's.
Woohoo!
See?
That
No
is
alcohol.
so pretty.
There's no alcohol in it. It's just grenadine and orange juice and Sprite.
That is very nice. That is a good New Year's drink.
My dad started the tradition, so I do it every year.
Cute.
Did you go to Gold?
My other camera, I have to figure out. Every time I plug it in, I lose the sound. So I've got this is the side camera.
Would it help with
Here.
the microphone, Kelly?
No, it's not the microphone. It's something else. I think it might be my hub. I have a 12-port hub mounted on the wall, so it might be the hub.
Okay.
So I'll just continue trying to figure it out. I've been cleaning my basement. I was like I said, I was up till 4 a.m. cleaning it.
What time do you have to get up in the morning?
Well, I slept in because this has to be all done. There's a whole bunch of, you can't see it, but there's all those molds.
Yep.
3 bins full of molds.
Yeah.
To go through.
Yeah.
And then I got 4 molds over here, but they're different. They're actually, these are latex molds. There they are.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to figure out if they will work with resin.
Nice.
Because if they don't, they will disintegrate. They're expensive molds too. They came from Sweden.
Yeah, we get a bunch of molds from this lady
I was gonna say those are like
in the
the ones.
Northwest, and that was actually one of those things is that the molds started deconstructing.
There's all the stuff. So I've been like cleaning and organizing and going through everything again, just so I have like what I start with the new year.
That's a nice practice to be looking through that stuff.
Are you reading this? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Felix,
Yeah.
this is for you. Your New Year's horoscope for more person. Libra. Vault doors often require 2 keys turned simultaneously to open. Why? Such a practice furthers risk reduction and fraud prevention. Let's make this a potent metaphor for your 2026, Libra. It will symbolize cooperation and balance as well as an enhancement of your security. The treasures you'll be trying to access will require dual input. 1 key is yours, intellect, agility, charm, initiative. The second must come from a collaborator, mentor, friend, an unexpected stranger, or even a spirit guide. Just assume that the vault won't open through brilliance alone. It will require synchronization.
What do you think? Does that sound like your life right now?
Synchronization.
Synchronization, yeah?
That's that. I'm not very good at that.
He did sad face, but I think that's a good thing for you to.
You're not good at synchronizing?
No.
Please be careful with that knife.
I know.
I'm trying to picture myself like losing my temper online in front of everybody when the knife plunges into my chair.
I know, I was like, don't go near that chair.
I saw you reaching for it and I thought, oh, Felix wants to share his knife with the people. That must be the worst idea ever, but now you're going to your room to play with it. Why don't you come show the people with your knife or put it back in the case?
I mean,
Kelly, this is your end of the year or beginning of the new year horoscope.
Oh, let's see the knife. I've recently become a knife guy.
Yes, see?
You want to see all the knives?
McGregor.
This is the, here's one I'm showing.
It's
Yeah, right
it's
here.
here now.
Whoa, cool.
It's very sharp. Yeah.
Wild. Sheathed? Oh, man.
So you're actually asking where he started with the video games. More easily, we could tell you that that's the knife he started with. It was Jess's mom has quite a collection of swords, all
Oh, okay.
planted around the house in case of break-ins. And and when she met Felix, one of the first things she did was give him this sword, and that was a full-on sword to him when we gave it to him. And then we have it like now. Every time he has a good day, we take him to the sword store to celebrate. Like a bunch of masochists.
Lucky.
What's did you do Zach's
Zach, what's your zodiac sign?
Guess. No, just kidding. I'm a Leo.
Leo.
That's my house.
That's really funny.
Damn it.
What are you gonna do with that knife, bud?
Also got it.
What are you gonna do with the knife?
Leo.
Okay.
My brother's also a Leo. Certain fungi
He's a fun guy.
can break down pollutants like pesticides and plastics into less toxic substances. These mushrooms digest what's considered indigestible, transforming poison into nutrients. I suspect you'll have a metaphorically comparable capacity in 2026. Dear Leo, a superpower that enables you to metabolize blight and taint. I predict you will exult as you eliminate stuff that's useless and harmful. Please indulge your unusual talent to the max.
Did it say he can metabolize taint?
Yeah, like blight and poison.
Here's one of his other knives.
Oh yeah, this one's super cool. The ritual.
Tiny bit. And then
Whoa.
it's got thingies on the blade.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
You're holding it right over my groin. Don't drop the knife! Don't drop the knife!
And
Right.
Where are you going?
To my room.
Read a book?
Maybe.
I do not want you playing
oh,
video games.
you have
please.
your Star
You said
Wars.
What?
No, Clyde.
What are you gonna do?
That was my knife.
No, all of Felix, come here. We have
goodness.
a lot going on right
I know.
and I cannot take you. Listen, there's no way I can take you for stitches right now. Please, please do not play with knives right now. There's plastic weapons in the room. There's all kinds of stuff. You could get some.
You have
Hey,
the 2 books from him.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but we do not leave knives on places where people sit. I'm back in the. I'm probably extra grumpy about the knives because I went in your room the other day and you had a knife laying on the big pillow that you jump on. And I was like, oh, that's a trip to the hospital. But this would be the worst time of the year to go to the hospital. Just bleeding out while everybody's coming in with their drunken driving injuries.
Oh, that was almost bad.
I was feeling like maybe I was being a little overprotective. Then he cut his toe off.
I wasn't close. I just wasn't holding it in a way that I could fit it in.
Your tone sounds like you're disagreeing with me, but your words seem right on point.
Oh,
Did you break something?
no. Did
Did you see this? Look, you know what this is? It's a radio. I can listen to radio from Cuba.
Dad.
Are you stuck? What? No, like I thought to myself when you went back there, what? How do you expect this to work out? And now you're struggling to fix it.
Okay, I did it.
Thanks. You're the best. Okay. Now, where are you actually going? Plastic
My
knives?
room.
Plastic knives are fine.
I don't know what I'm.
I searched for meeting. I was pretty happy.
Sagittarius. Kelly, this is for you. The Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland is made up of 40,000 interlocking basalt columns formed when ancient lava cooled and contracted. Legend says a giant built it as a bridge to Scotland. Both stories are true, one geologically and the other mythologically. Your life in the coming months will remind you that multiple explanations can coexist without canceling each other. The scientific story of lava cooling doesn't make the giant story less meaningful. The giant story doesn't make the geology less accurate. Conclusion. You don't have to choose between competing narratives about your life as if only one can be true. What if both are? The practical explanation and mythic explanation describe the same phenomenon from different angles. You can be both the cooling lava and the giant building the bridge. That's a nice one.
Wicked.
I'm complex.
That's a nice one.
What do you think, Kelly? Is that a good year? She's gone.
That seems like a superhero team with.
I walked out of the picture.
That's okay.
Can you do
Zach
mine again?
being able to take negative things and metabolize them into
Right.
good things,
Metabolizing the taint.
and then Kelly being able
Never gonna live that one down.
to live in the scientific and the mythological.
Right.
And Rich is a Cancer. No, you're not a Cancer.
So much worse than it sounds.
Atmospheric rivers are massive moisture highways in the sky.
Hey! That's how the shortwave
That's
radio
exactly
works.
how the radios work.
That's crazy.
And they move too, so that's really cool. That is really good. I didn't think of that before.
That's because we didn't know it before.
Meteorologists have been documenting newly identified patterns in how these marvels work. They've learned that tiny changes in ocean temperature can redirect thousands of miles of incoming rain. This will be excellent metaphor for you in 2026, dear Cancerian. You will be in atmospheric river mode. Small shifts in perspective and slight recalibrations of intention will send your momentum flowing in different and better directions. No drama required. Simple micro adjustments will reroute larger currents. Attend devotedly and zestfully to the subtleties.
Okay. Sounds like I should order enlargement for my photography habit.
Yeah.
Nice. And do yours?
I want to be Aquarius. Theirs is about the Nomo.
Oh, yeah?
I was just clicking through.
Even my sister's Aquarius, if you want to read that.
I'm a Capricorn. And not that I'll read Aquarius. Capricorn Computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. He helped ensure its core technologies were released to the world without patents or royalties. Universal open access mattered more to him than personal profit.
Also similar to the hammer radio.
Yeah. That single decision was a gift to the world. Billions benefited. In his generous spirit, dear Capricorn, I'll ask whether there are any ideas, knowledge, or resources you're holding in reserve that could multiply through sharing. In 2026, I invite you to be like Berners-Lee, a magnanimous strategist who understands that things may gain value through distribution, not restriction. Your intelligence will be worth more unleashed than protected. Your innovations will lead the crowd to fulfill their purpose.
That's you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? Because I had such a complicated experience in my life trying to make sense of what's that douchebag name? The Tesla guy.
Elon Musk.
Right, that's not a hard one to remember.
I know.
But
gonna start
but it seems to me that I think when he started his empire, he started with open source. He'd like do all this research for electric cars, and then he would make the content available to everybody. Am I correct about that, or maybe I'm wrong? But anyhow,
That would be nice.
no, I think he did. I think that
Yeah.
was
His beginning.
part of his rise was he was like sharing information, kind of the way that computer culture did as well. So
That
might
makes
have been-
sense.
Yeah. But then he made the Boing Boing thing, or it wasn't Boing Boing, the Boring Company, where he's like making flamethrowers. I was like, man, I thought this guy was a genius, and now he's making flamethrowers. It's kind of stupid. Like, maybe he should save the world, was my thought. And then things escalated, and he became more of a. We'll just leave it there. But I think initially, my initial interest in Elon Musk years ago was I thought it was cool that he was making his content available to everybody, which I tend to think is the right way to do things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not how I ran the Gorilla House. I was like, this is my idea. Do not copy my idea or I'll fight in the back alley.
The only reason you did that was because people can get hurt if you are putting vulnerable people in a situation.
That kind of goes back to the flamethrower, yes. I was not
right?
like, thrilled with the recklessness of the flamethrower.
Yeah. Like what we were doing is
And it is true that, like,
so you were only like being protective of
right.
it's not of the concept.
Or the context in which we were able to keep the Gorilla House and the Rumble House alive really was heavily dependent on people not turning it into like this
monetized sleaze.
Well, I was going to say more like a pyramid scheme, right? Like
yeah.
pay your
Because it
fees
could be like a cult or like something negative, but we like really worked hard to make it not. It is interesting because I was thinking like what things I offer, and I think that's like my teaching is I give like that's where I give everything away. But
You're
then,
an enabler.
Right, like to the kids, you're giving all of your
To
tricks
your
to all of
family.
the children.
To your husband.
But then, what do you mean? Oh, the enabler.
You're the
part?
enabler.
Yeah. So I'm like always helping people with their ideas.
I'm like
they
an
have.
instigator and you're an enabler.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I roll. I don't do it out of getting anything.
I was kind of thinking about that when we were
Okay.
developing film yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like looking at you doing the part that you do.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, like, for instance, that guy who showed you how to use the sewing machine, you pick things up so quickly.
Mhm.
And I was thinking about how I don't think I'll ever be good.
So I got this for to mount on the wall.
Oh, that's cool. Is that it?
It's all 3D printed, the whole thing. So that's the head.
Can you grab right next to you?
Very
my,
cool.
My clown thing?
The thing you.
Yeah, my drawing thing is in that top.
I have to paint it still.
That is very cool. You have the drawings of your clowns on the table over there because we did this.
Yeah. Is the no? I just feel like doing some more.
Oh.
While this is drying.
Sure.
You guys clowning around over there?
Yeah,
I'm clowning pretty hard.
I was accused of being a clown today earlier.
Nice. I'm gonna try and have a clown show. It's my least encouraged show.
Anything.
But I have infinity clowns. I have so many of these guys.
I like that. Infinity. Oh,
I
you
can't
said,
stop.
Rich, use that as a template to cut from.
I don't want
I'm trying to transition to like a Buddha. I've been practicing, changing up my moniker and
Wow.
post Japan, I'm going to turn the sad clown into like a indifferent Buddha.
Were you inspired by Point Break?
Oh, Point Break was awesome. I wouldn't say inspired by, but
I felt like that made me want to know about Buddhism. Scissors?
cool. They call him the Bodhisattva. That's cool. I'm glad that I had I'm glad that I had a healthy understanding of the Buddha before I got to see Point Break. So that way I wasn't,
Oh yeah.
associating Buddha with bank robbing,
Right. Totally.
So when you
Have you
order
read,
of operations.
Yeah, totally. Have you read The Dharma Bums by Jack Kerouac?
Oh no, I've fantasized about reading them, but
On
Okay, here's what's
audio
gonna
book.
happen.
We listened to it on Audible
We're gonna
too.
come visit
The
you,
Dharma Bums.
and we're gonna read it in the desert out loud to each other.
Oh,
whoa, cool.
What do you think?
I'm interested. Actually, right in between us, if we meet in the middle, I think there's like some sand dunes, Kukanusa.
nice.
I'm not kidding. You're not kidding.
I'm not kidding. It's between us. We'd have to just meet in the middle and like do this desert read. That's cool.
Or there might be
That
like places where we often don't go, because I bet you if you're like me, the road between Calgary and Vancouver seems to be the go-to. And then whenever I end up veering off that road, it's because Jess went everywhere but between Calgary and Vancouver. So, like we went to LA, and on the way back this time, we stopped. What was the place we stopped at?
Ocala?
No,
Oh, on the way back?
in BC.
Oh, Kelowna. West Bank.
Yeah, I've never been there before. Like,
Yeah.
if it's not on the Trans Canada, every single time I've been to BC, it was the trip between. Well, that's not true. Like twice I went to Nelson,
Yeah.
but those two times I was like, this is another road. This is another road. And if it's not on the road, like if it's not on my way out there, so let's the two of us find somewhere that's not really. Oh, isn't Salmon Arm kind of like that? Like, or Salmon Arm on the road to Vancouver? Is it one of the?
Yeah, no, Salmon Arm's pretty popular. I mean, I've never been to Kukanusa. I've only heard it. I've only heard of it.
That sounds like the place to go.
Perfect.
And it's like kind of like you're describing. It's kind of like if you didn't go there,
Then you
Right.
wouldn't know.
it's not really there.
Perfect.
Let's do that, and we'll just like do one like hang out, light a campfire,
Read Jack Kerouac.
read one Jack Kerouac book, and then go our separate
And then
ways.
disperse.
Wow, psychedelic.
That is
We're not allowed to speak about anything but the book.
the
Yeah, no catching up, no small talk, straight to the goods.
Pull the book out and start reading.
There we go.
Camping in the desert sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Felix, are you reading right now?
No,
You're not playing video games.
no.
Are you on your phone?
I was texting somebody, but yeah.
What's it going to be, Zach? What's it going to be? Oh, I've gone through the whole. Butcha!
What's it
Do you even know what it's going to be?
I've got a strong inclination.
Yeah. It's a clown. And for the life of me, the clown you're doing, I thought was inspired by this toy. and I couldn't remember.
Oh,
I couldn't remember the name of this toy. And then I wanted to talk to you about it, but when I was speaking, it didn't seem to ring any bells. And then I finally, like, because this was my sister's toy, I was not allowed to touch it upon fear of death. And so I'd never actually used one of these before, unless maybe I had a sick day and nobody's watching me. But we ordered this off eBay and got like, I think my sister had like 4 discs. I got like all the discs. And I think if she tuned in, she'd be like, "That's mine." It's like, it's not, it's mine.
siblings never change. But I'm excited. We had a whole big discussion about this, and you thought I was inspired by this, and there might be some like of this in my collective subconscious, and just cartoon and.
It's not even close. I don't know why I thought they're the same. Is your clown a little bit like the old Conklin clown?
Well, this was just a freestyle. I don't know where this guy came from. This guy just sort of happened.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it. I am quite.
Yeah, he's got a nice shape. It's on like this wild. It's on this wild like circular.
Yeah, I love
canvas too.
panels. Yeah.
For portraiture, that's pretty cool. And he's like, I'm trying to learn how to paint, but I always just do these cartoonist lines. I'm like, I thought I almost knew how to paint when I was doing him earlier, but like.
So you got to focus on the authenticity and then the intentional, right? So don't try and be anybody but yourself. And if you like those lines, bask in it because Armageddon's coming. And
do whatever the hell I want.
Very soon, nothing that will matter anymore.
Yeah, true.
When I started having to write about AI with Lori for the book about AI, we were also shutting down the gallery. And I can say on some level, they weren't exactly connected, but they were certainly connected. But one of the other things that happened was we had to remove most of the stuff that was in that space, which was about, an entire garage full of stuff that could have gone into storage or recycling. And then at the same time, a lot of books. And they were amazing books, but they were amazing art books that we got because even artists didn't have room for them anymore. So every time they would close off their gallery, they'd bring us these books. Like, I can't bring myself to throw these out. Maybe somebody, and then people loved to read them when they were at the gallery, but nobody wanted to take them home. So there was a period of time there where we had to get rid of a shit ton of books. And we were driving around filling up all those free libraries.
Yeah, that was cute.
And there was a lot of the same books as well, a lot of the same kind of like art books about art written in the 80s and the 90s about art for the last 100 years. And there was a series of books that I thought, I would keep these books out of nostalgia. I don't think they're relevant anymore. I don't think what was essential in art 20 years ago is relevant right now. I think what was essential in art 100 years ago is relevant right now. But I think the last 50 years of art, the pretense has been shifted. And I don't want to crap on art, but I do think that
no, that's cool. That's like the fundamentals still exist. Like the ultimate fundamentals, like the proteins of this. It's like it's the very most basic.
It's like what we understood.
That all still counts, but
what we understood about wheat 100 years ago still matters.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You're buying at the grocery store mostly sugar right now, right? And so you can still eat cake, but you got to start making your own cakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
The cake books from the 90s are done. And
yeah.
No more.
Start making your own sourdough.
I I think if you have any inclination to do cartoon lines, I would dive into it hard right now.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm addicted. Yeah, I can't stop.
You think I did this one already? They're kind of hard to tell.
Oh, the cowboy clown is my absolute favorite.
What?
Cowboy clown.
Yeah. Can I tell you? Like, I also have to go through here and throw some of these out because the world's more sensitive now, and
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
a little scared because I don't recognize what this is going to be.
We called awkward. We wrote awkward on the awkward one.
Right?
I think there's just a couple.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Super.
Photo draw.
Felix and I and Jess watched the Terminator 1 and 2 yesterday. Are you outside?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the Terminator universe is awesome.
yeah.
There's claims that it's connected with the Matrix universe.
Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it either way?
I think the rumor is that the lady that wrote both is one person.
Interesting.
Well, they certainly exist in tandem. Was it Predator and Alien that lined up really well together?
I think
I don't think that was as intentional, but yeah, they did.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know if I think that the Matrix and the Terminator were intentionally mashed up. I think they were inevitably mashed up.
Well, I think that lady was on a tear. If my sources are honest.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, I could be though.
it's not part of my belief system yet.
In the spirit of the simulacra, like it never mattered that Matrix and the Terminator are actually the same film.
Let's go back to that spirit and remind you that you should paint whatever the
Yeah, nice.
you want, right?
Yeah, that's License to Kill.
Because the only thing that matters right now is the authenticity, and
And the intention.
yeah, and the reason we shut the gallery down, the ultimate reason, and there was a lot of reasons, but the ultimate reason it all came down to, I couldn't authenticate artworks and say this might be worth $1 million in 10 years. You know, like we kind of had a hunch that a lot of those pieces might not become worth millions of dollars, but the possibility that any one of those pieces could become, you know, the next $1 billion.
Oh yeah, no. Paintings with less credibility sold for, for that. So it's like, how do you?
So the idea that it could become valuable is what mattered. And then there's a span of time where I was just like, I just don't know. I don't know what the value of these art pieces are. How can I possibly stand here and ask people to risk the value of their homes sometimes to keep this gallery open so that we can keep. I mean, when people can't afford the homes that they're buying paintings for, that's a problem, right? So it was my lack of not faith, but lack of like sureness of where we were headed in the art world.
I miss it, man. I just snuck out for a cigarette and I pictured myself on the sidewalk in front of the armory, seeing people that I didn't even know were there, and yeah, juggling the like race to the stage to auction my stuff, and also like impressing people and socializing, and
Yeah.
it was like it was super fun. I miss it.
I miss that feeling. I feel like that feeling wasn't there at the very end. Like I miss that feeling.
It's cold.
Yeah, it was like kind of rushy. It was like, yeah, really intimate. I don't know. It was great. Yeah.
But maybe when the money, like maybe when we start getting more and more stressed about the rent, and then like because the society started shifting, and it was
I don't know.
Right. It's the thrift store when you need it versus the thrift store when you've.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
things
Zach
changed.
Darcy's ran into some trouble with the cold in his fingers, and we don't know where that's going yet. But
Okay. Can I send something? How can I help?
Yeah, he's in the hospital
Okay.
right now, so maybe
Holy shit. Okay.
he
Well-
probably doesn't have a phone. But if you're handy and we go visit him, maybe we can do a FaceTime.
Oh, cool. That would be great.
I'll give
I'm
you
for that.
a huge heads up before we go.
Sure. Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Hours and days and weeks.
Okay. He won't be in there that long. He's not in there that long. Come on.
Well, he's been there for a week, and we don't know anything about it. But the
Okay.
reason for this is that there was always like religious people at the gallery, and sometimes when your friend's not well, it doesn't hurt to have somebody that sends those messages out to the higher power.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yeah.
like that, give them some hopes and dreams. Felix, you're safe out there, right? Felix.
Yeah. This is a high frequency time of year.
Is that a stupid question, Felix? About being safe out there? One time when I was locked out years ago in another suite in the same building, I climbed over the balcony from the neighbors to get in. And so now I have this anxiety every time the windows open that my kids are as stupid as I was, but he seems smarter than me. Felix,
What?
being safe out there, right?
What?
You being safe out there?
Yeah.
Stay away from the rail.
You got a no knives on the balcony policy, or?
My kids are like super well. It's just that I wasn't. So I know that if it was me, I would be dangling off the outside of that balcony. And Felix,
Yeah.
you're smarter than your dad, right?
What?
Don't go into the rail, please.
Yeah. I know. Come here, sir.
So yeah. So just if you want, you can play video games.
Okay. Okay.
Are you gonna set some kind of timer so we don't forget the fireworks?
Are you guys pushing it to midnight?
The show, the broadcast?
Yeah.
We weren't planning on it, but I'm not ready to say goodbye.
Me either. I do have to get changed. I don't want it to be over.
Okay, I think the part where we don't talk is a stupid idea, but I think the idea of going to the desert and reading Kerouac together. You know what? I'm not a great out loud reader, but we could all take turns. And if you
Yeah.
want to read, Jesse's a pretty great reader. She can do
I
anything.
like the idea of everyone taking turns. Would be really fun.
I like this. I'd journey to the desert with you guys. Let's go.
To read Kerouac.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it sounds dumb, but Oliver didn't love reading when he was a kid. And the way I got him into reading was I would take him out and we'd climb into a tree and kind of like tangle up our legs in the tree and just sit and read books up in trees and stuff.
Whoa.
You know what I realized is I started tonight with a cyanotype photo, and then I painted some pages out of my book, and then I used this funny toy. It'd be weird if somebody didn't notice and they just zoomed in. It's like, oh, too bad that guy can't draw. Same thing about myself too. Like,
Number one comment.
clearly that guy's got a lot of gimmicks for somebody doing an art show who can't draw. All right, these ones are crazy. I don't even really know how these are supposed to be working. These, I think, happened before this machine. Jesse, did we talk about this? Do they have names on them?
No.
What is this one? Is it some kind of chicken?
Oh my gosh. I was like looking up the fireworks times, and there's a boil water advisory for all of the communities around the river because of the water main burst.
Really?
Parkdale, Montgomery, Point McKay.
Is there a water advisory for downtown? Because I've been drinking this all.
No, it's not. But like that was crazy that I had to go to the city website to look for fireworks to see that.
Yeah. Okay, this is the start line right here. And I don't know how that. Okay, so when I go start, I go 1. Where's number 1? I need a thicker pen than this. Ballpoint. Oh yeah. Oh wait, where's my space pen? In my pocket. Guess what's in my pocket? Alrighty. So where do you see number 1? I see 2. It's like a puzzle, hey?
Oh, it's like connect the dots.
No, it's not. It's a puzzle. Is that 11? Yeah. 10.
Is one just like right there? Where
But
it says start?
there should be a matching 1 line. Maybe when I go around, I'll get back to it and I'll do the one that's not obvious.
Because I see
then
2.
I turn this to 2. I'm guessing how to do this, by the way. I have no idea. If it's not how to do it, I'm gonna be super pissed. Okay, here's 2. So I think I do this. All right, then I turn it to 3. Okay.
Okay.
And do you see 3 anywhere?
3 was right below.
Are they near each other?
Yeah. And 4 is right
4? I don't know. I don't know if this is the way it makes sense to me. But maybe there's instructions somewhere. I literally looked at the shape of this and guessed that this is how it would work. 5? Where's 5? 5. Wow, really turn it to 6. This takes a lot of my concentration. This is like when I did that Che Guevara drawing with the blocks. Because I got to remember to turn it. This is your skill, not my skill. Oh, I didn't finish what I was saying. Like a long time ago, I was thinking about when we're doing the photo developing.
Mhm.
I wondered if I'd be able to do it without you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the part that I do, you could probably figure out to do without me. But the timing and stuff, like if you're struck by a flu from the dirty water or something,
The
I'd be
boil
lost.
water.
9. I'm getting the hang of this. Where's 9? 9. How exciting will this be if I guessed right? 10. Was there like a commercial that taught kids how to do this?
Didn't it work? Like in
No, 100%. This didn't work. We've never done this before.
That's 10. That's a 10 stack. That's a big one.
Where's 11?
Double digits.
right there.
Oh, you're right. 12.
It's right beside it.
Oh. Is that the pattern? They're all near each other?
Well, if it's gonna make a picture, they should be near each other.
No, they're not near each other. But I think they're like meant to stay in the same quadrant to make the picture, right? So that's why they're all moved around. It's like they fit where they fit. This would be actually, we should make one of these. You know what I mean? Like this would be a really interesting
Oh my God.
challenge to come up with something like this and create it.
You're giving me flashbacks to when you're making the spirographs.
Yeah. So Zach, what she means by that is I actually built a giant spirograph. I was like taking
Better what?
spirograph is like this
Oh
tool
yeah.
made by like genius engineers, and I was like trying to reverse engineer a retro plastic 6-inch
With bike
spire
chains
rack
and
with the bike. I took a bike apart to do it.
kept
Did
getting
it work?
we kept getting
Yeah, I did.
5-pointed stars, but then you found it, you figured it out after.
Yeah, it wasn't intuitive.
It was crazy. Math, it was math.
Something had to happen to modulate the.
Because it always had to be
It's something.
changing.
Essentially,
Like,
something had to be off for it
Yeah.
to work the way you expect it.
Mm.
If you built something that worked, that was like it needed like a glitch to create the anomaly that was the artwork. Wait a second. How did I already get a dot for 21? I must have done something wrong. That sucks.
just do the dot
I
again.
might need to do 12 again. Sometimes I do my numbers backwards.
Do the dot again.
It's handy when I'm writing backwards for like printmaking and stuff, but it sucks when I'm trying to be normal. I bet you I put 12 in where 21 is. 24. Where's 24?
But
So oh yeah, 25. And then 26. Whoa, 26 is crossing over some other stuff. All right. I'm going to go back to 12.
did you finish it?
I did.
Oh.
But look at I'm going to go back to 12. Let's see if I put the. I didn't. I put the dot where it was. Where's 12?
12 is up there.
Oh, I did 12.
Yeah. So I bet it was just a dot, was just part of the line.
Now, where's 21 and 20? There's 2 dots. 21. Okay, I missed 21. How did I do that? Nope. Well, it's 17. Oh, weird. 17 and 21 seem to be in the same spot. This doesn't work the way I thought it did.
Open it. Are you gonna look?
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the disappointment. Okay, what about the,
You made a rhinoceros. It just doesn't have a butt.
all right, let's find that. Let's find that rhino butt.
You can't. What the heck?
What?
How would you get the rhino butt?
Because it just needs to be in the same. It's just in this.
5?
Oh
no.
Okay.
5 looks like a butt.
I'm looking for something that looks like it might be a number I missed. But this is actually a lot like our cameras, isn't it? 4. The light readers. Where's 4? I see 2.
4 is not his foot.
Okay. I think we're in the right area. 3?
Did you check 5?
I did. Thank you very much. 5 is his back. 3. Where do you see 3? Oh, wait. No. Where's 3? I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, that's 3. You got it.
I got 3. What about 2? Oh, I bet you it's number 1. I bet you I'm missing number 2. Is number 2 in there? 2. And then when I get a 1, I bet you we need to find numero uno. Is it this? Would that complete? It would. What kind of monster gives me a set like this and doesn't put number 1 on the most important line? As an engineer. Okay, I'm missing another one for sure. That's 1, 2, 3. There's 3. I could just fill in that line. 100% I could fill in that line.
So you've never seen the rhino before? Because
Does it look familiar to you?
no, I've only ever seen the faces. Oh, the green ones are different. You're
5.
saying maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't.
Did you just
looking.
get here?
Yeah, I understand. It did
5,
take me a while.
6, 7. Did I miss number 7? Oh, I think I missed number 7. Did I? No, I didn't. I put 7 in the wrong spot. That's how I can. Okay, 7. Where's 8? I think it's 8. I think 8's the number. 8 is the magic number. 8. I didn't do 8, so 8 needs to go.
Oh yeah, that's a little footsie.
Not
Oh,
did
yeah,
8,
you did.
just off. All right, I give up. I'm just gonna put that there.
Yay!
Do you like my rhinoceros?
Whoa.
Oh, I know why I had so much trouble with number 21 and number 17. Number 17 is bigger and number 21 is smaller, and I colored it in. So you don't fill the thing. You're supposed to just put a line and then a smaller line that would create it like
A pupil in an eye.
a pupil.
Fun. What are your guys' plans tonight, Zach?
I'm going to a red carpet party.
Ooh.
So I guess there's going to be some red carpet treatment, a couple of photos. Kind of fancy.
That's exciting. Well, I hope you guys have a nice New Year's.
Yeah, should be fun.
What are you gonna wear?
I bought a suit for a wedding, and it's like a really sexy brown suit. It's really like Guy Ritchie, The Gentleman.
Yep.
And then also I just got a new watch, and they're complimentary.
Can I see your new watch? Was it a Christmas present?
No, it was frivolous. It was a impulse buy.
Oh,
Is it
that
is
is
it analog?
nice.
Yeah. Are you wearing your
The
watch?
analog? Yes, it's like that. It's the dial style.
Yeah, I love that watch. Here, look at Jesse's watch. Can I for your arm?
I'm a watch guy now. Knife guy. I'm a watch guy. Oh yeah, I'm a Zippo guy too.
It's just getting hot.
Yes, watches are interesting. The craftsmanship, all that timing. The philosophy of that, and like.
Goes back to intention.
And yeah. They're high value. They're collectible. They appreciate. I'm into it.
So
Hopefully it's not too.
Teresa got married today, and the marriage was in Fish Creek, and so it was like wear warm boots, and then I told them I was wearing a tuxedo, and they're like, "No, it's not supposed to be like that." But I told them I was going to wear a tuxedo, and then
Yeah.
when I showed up, I had jeans and a jean jacket on.
Nice.
That's my funny joke for the day.
Calgary tuxedo. Is that what it's called?
Canada tuxedo.
Canada.
I've been made fun of with that joke enough times in my life because I often will pair jeans with a jean jacket. I mean, if you like jeans and you like jean jackets, you can't stop, right? I'm not gonna wear khakis just as I can wear a jean jacket. But I have heard the Canadian tuxedo joke about 1 billion times, and it was the first time I ever made it. Clearly at my own expense. I'm going to sell this rhinoceros painting for $1 million, but not for 50 years. And in 50 years, $1 million will be the value of a chocolate bar.
Did you get to the bottom of fireworks show? Are you guys doing the fireworks?
Yes, it is at midnight at Eau Claire.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
At Eau Claire.
Yeah, that's where they shot them off last year. We just
Eau Claire's just a pit.
we just walked to the hill to see the,
Oh, yeah. And then
and it was really cold.
Felix found the spot.
And then everyone pushed us. Like,
It's like, let's go stand on that hill. I was like, okay, yes. Nobody else is on the hill, so it can't be a good idea. Sit on the hill, and then like 4 seconds later, there's 1,000 people on the hill and getting shoved off the hill. I was like, how did it happen that like 100,000 people walked by this little hill? No one thought to step up onto it, and then the split second that Felix goes, we should go up there, it became the most popular space in town. But I think probably most people walked by that hill and thought, well, if that was a good spot, there'd be somebody standing there. And everybody tries to get on the Peace Bridge where you cannot see the fireworks. And plus, there's a weight restriction. So that particular solution is ill-advised.
Yeah, so it is way warmer too from last year. So it's 1 degree, feels like -4. So it's going to be a little bit more chill. It might be more busy, but
I remember being super stressed about all the other bodies.
yeah. But we can be, I feel like as soon as it's a bit warmer, I'm less stressed anyways, because
Right.
I'm like, I'm not going to die.
Right.
Everything will be okay.
Right.
And that we just can walk down there is so lovely. We don't need to worry about parking.
Right.
I think we're feeling other people's anxiety.
Can I tell you what I'm feeling?
Yes.
Last year at this time, I had a big bad broken arm,
Right.
and so walking through with
All
a
the
broken arm.
people. That's
Well,
right.
the cold wasn't good on my arm. It was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then
And the people
Pushing.
bumping. Oh yeah, like 100 people bumped into my sling, which you'd think would be a little bit like, oh, I've got a sling on. This might buy me some space.
It did not.
No, it was like brutal. Like people were aiming for the wounded guy.
So
Maybe we have done this before, but I think the first time I did, I was also guessing how it worked.
it was beautiful. You did a beautiful job.
What do you think this one is?
Or a fish.
I was like, all these funny little
Yeah,
fingers.
that's what I was thinking of.
What
Fish.
could they be?
Is this a lion? No, what's this?
No, they don't look anything
I
like you
know.
think they're because they keep rotating into spaces, right? So,
It's so interesting.
all right, how much time has it got?
Well, do you want to go till 9:30? It's 9:25.
Can I get one of these done in 5 minutes? That's crazy. Yeah, 9:30. Or, you know, as a natural number, we've ended at 9:36 so many times. Let's end at 9:36.
Sounds lovely.
Am I using my expensive paper for this?
Right in the middle. You were
Call me Commander Chaos.
actually.
Maybe what I'll do with this one. Oops. Hey, Bendy. Is that getting us a tour?
I'm doing a mini tour. Yeah, just a little, trip around the shop.
One.
I painted that at Rumble House. Oh, I got this little beauty. Oh,
That was a good Wilhelm yell.
It flipped. It's froze. It flipped. It froze.
Did you just get electrocuted?
I hope not.
We're like, hey. The next thing you know, it's like you hear the ambulance. Like, that's not right. One.
Phone died.
Oh, phone died.
That is way better than being electrocuted.
Yeah, we thought you got electrocuted.
We love you. Happy New Year.
Let me find two.
Okay.
I got one this time. Where's two?
Right there.
That's way off. There's no way. Three. I wonder how many kids get like eye damage from playing this game. Four.
My competitive nature is taking over.
Four. I'm fine with that. Five. Oh, five. Did I just do five? That sucks. Four. Five. Where's five? We're a good team. Six. Are you like pretty looking? Seven.
Of course I know.
Is that how you found all the
Everything. Like words in the word
Okay,
search.
I gotcha. When you played Heads Up 7 Up, you used to peek at people's shoes?
100%. And like feel the temperature of their hands.
Okay. 9.
I think like, well, not I think.
Where's 9?
I
Oh,
know
here it is. Is
that,
that
like,
6 or 9?
I can, oh,
That's a tricky
that's 9, because that one we did a 6. That's tricky.
10.
That's probably why I don't like
10?
doing Heads Up 7 Up.
Right, because you knew you used to cheat.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're not blocking the camera, right? No,
Sorry.
you're doing great. I was just checking. 13.
Little guy.
Have I forgotten to turn it at all?
No.
See, we are a good team. 14.
little guy there.
15. More little guys?
No, 15's. No, 15's.
Was not 15?
That was 14.
16.
That's the little guy there.
17.
Big guy.
18.
Little guy.
19.
Little guy.
Does this not make you feel like the Grand Canyon?
What?
I don't know, like cereal commercials and
Yeah. I am very confused as to what that's going to be. Ooh, 23 is all there by itself. That's cool.
where's 23?
Um,
I see 24.
23 is dull.
24.
It's that big one.
25. What difficulty rating? What the first one go up to? 26.
Oh yeah, this goes up to 28.
26.
Uh,
There we go. 27. 28.
is a bigger circle around the little circle. Right? Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. Oh, nice. Is it an octopus?
A buffalo. Oh, it was his toes.
That makes me want to put a rhinoceros in with the buffalo. That was actually quite a joy to
That
discover.
was-
Yeah.
You know how you always
9:30.
know the end of the story?
Yeah, I did
You
not
didn't
know.
know the end of the
No, I
story.
have no idea. This is like I think there's too many moving parts for me to try and process what's happening as I do it. And probably the harder I think about what I'm trying to create, the less likely I would be to land on the proper assumption. You know what I mean? This feels a little bit like the Rubik's Cube where I just gotta vibe my way through. Yeah. Are you looking up a song?
Yeah, listen.
What is it? Is it a surprise?
It's for tonight. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We'll drink a cup of kindness yet for the sake of old lang syne. And surely you will buy your cup, and surely I'll buy mine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for the sake of old lang syne. We two who've paddled in the stream from morning sun till night, the seas between us roared and swelled since the days of old lang syne. For old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne.
Do we have a few minutes before we go off the broadcast?
It's 9:33.
I have so many questions. First of all,
Yeah.
Is there part of my brain that thinks that that song was popularized by It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, I wonder.
I sort of think that might
That
be a
would-
thing.
Yeah.
That it wasn't like necessarily the New Year's song until or is that song even in It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, I just kicked over the.
Okay, next question.
Yeah.
What the hell's Lang Syne?
Um.
And also, last question. This is more of a speculative one. Are you ready?
Okay.
Is it just me, or did that song seem like the kind of thing you sing when you don't know the words? You know what I mean? Like, the shoes on my foot, foot on my
The
shoes.
text is a Scots language poem
Right,
written by Robbie Burns
right,
in 1788,
right,
based on an older Scottish folk song.
right.
In 1799, it was set to a traditional pentatonic tune, which has since become standard. Auld Lang Syne is listed as number, whatever. There's a rude folk song index. So there's 6,294 and 13,892 in the Road folk song index. It's Scott's title.
Rogue.
Road.
Oh, I thought you said rude.
R-O.
Like, it didn't sound rude to me.
R-O-U-D.
Rude.
Its Scots title may be translated into standard English as old long since, or less literally long long ago, days gone by, time gone past, or old times. Consequently, for
Wait, Lang Syne is the past,
yeah,
not a place.
No.
Not a town.
no, or a person.
That's
As
crazy.
it appears in the first line of the chorus, might be loosely translated for the sake of old times. The phrase "Old Lang Syne" is also used in similar poems by Robert Ayton and James Watson.
That's crazy. Now, can you tell me if it was like popularized during that film?
And let's see.
Or first of all, is it even in that film?
I think so.
But did it not sound like you're like, when like, my shoes, my shoes, my shoes, my shoes, my shoes, my shoes, my shoes? You know, like when like 5-year-old writes a song, it's like, it sounded to me a lot like you were making up what you thought the song would sound like if you knew the words, but you're reading them, so I know you weren't. But... Was I a jerk tonight? A little bit. Let's be sure. Earlier.
The townsfolk sang "Auld Lang Syne" to George Bailey in the final scene.
And then can you check and see, like, I don't even know where you'd look this up. If that was like a very popular song for New Year's otherwise.
It was already popular, especially in Scotland among immigrants into the United States.
Mhm.
Before the movie's release, though the film certainly boosted its American popularity and cemented its holiday tradition.
Right, that's what I thought. I think that's what I thought. Does that
Because it's
sound
the
like what I said?
climax and like the best part of the movie.
Well, it was like a popular song in Scotland. Makes a lot of sense to me.
And
But I think I'd read somewhere that that wasn't a popular
mhm.
American tune until that film.
Other appearances. So it helped make it a staple of American Christmas. Other appearances, it also appears in the movies While Harry Met Sally, Forrest Gump, and Elf.
Yeah, but in all those cases, are they not referencing?
It's a Wonderful Life.
I think so.
That's interesting.
It's like on the TV behind them. I say that, and I haven't seen any of those films. I saw Forrest Gump a really long time ago. But I'm sure I've not seen When Harry Met Sally, though I probably know what it is. Is When Harry Met Sally, is it about bookstores as well? Was it like she owned a bookstore and he worked at Chapters?
I don't know that movie actually.
But why would you? Well, that was a fun night. It is 9:39, and we have 6 people with us. We hope you have an amazing New Year's. If you'd like to come find us in the park, we're going to head our way down to go see
The fireworks.
the fireworks
For midnight.
in the real.
Thank you, Kelly. For
See you
joining.
later. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Kelly, what are you doing for the fireworks?
Staying home.
They're live streaming them as well, so.
We'll try and watch them. I have a feeling we'll forget. Usually I just run upstairs at like 11:58
Yeah.
and then just do our whatever, and he's drinking, but whatever, I don't care. I don't drink, so it doesn't matter.
That's
I'm
all.
having tea.
That is nice. Oh yeah, we can make more.
And the Shirley Temple.
Yeah, and it's really simple.
And then and then we go upstairs, watch, and then that's it. And then go back to doing. He's gaming right now.
Nice. Well, that is lovely.
What game?
Yeah. Where's Felix? Gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost him.
How old is Felix now?
13.
I thought he was 15 actually. He looks older.
He
He's,
grew up a lot this year.
he's edgy.
Must be the hair.
Yeah, and his voice is changing.
Yeah, it's getting deeper. He's not a little kid anymore.
No.
Oh.
I know that kids grow up, but for some reason I thought this kid would stay little forever.
Like my cousin and my nephews actually. One's an engineer and the other one writes for Amazon, I think.
Yeah?
But he sounds so much like his dad. It's weird. I call him on the phone. I'm like, "Oh, is this my Uncle Brett?" And he goes, "No, it's Cody." And I'm like, "Oh."
That's funny.
Yeah. Arthur called this morning or yesterday to see when Felix was coming home, and I thought it was Shauna.
That's so funny.
I'd like shift my tone. Like, oh, little boy, hi. Kelly, do you want to sing us a New Year song?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I have no voice.
Well, we hope you have a beautiful night, and we will see you next time. And we hope everyone has a lovely, happy New Year. Happy New Year's.
Bye.
Bye.